Hello everyone! In this video we will continue to examine topic 5.2, the heating effect of electric currents. And in particular, we will begin to examine the process of measuring potential difference. So in the last slide, in the last video, we stated that in order to measure a current, you use an ammeter. And in order to do so, you're going to wire the ammeter in series with the element you're interested in measuring the current through. So the ammeter has to be in series with whatever the element is you're measuring the current through. We're going to have a similar question for potential difference, all right, and a similar kind of tool. To measure potential difference, we use what's called a voltmeter. Notice, voltmeter doesn't measure volts or voltage, it measures potential difference. So a voltmeter measures potential difference. And we can ask ourselves the same kind of question: how is it wired into the circuit? And as you might have guessed, sort of by symmetry, Kirchhoff's second law implies that as long as two circuit elements start at the same point in the circuit and end at the same point in the circuit, they will have the same potential drop across them. So to measure the potential difference across any element, you wire the voltmeter in parallel. One contact at one potential and one at the other. You can think of the voltmeter as having sort of two fingers, and it's going to measure the gap between the two fingers that it touches. So if this is our simple circuit and we want to measure delta V here, then we're going to wire our voltmeter so that it is touching one side of the resistor and touching the other side of the resistor, and that will give us the gap between these 2 points. Notice that the end result of that is wiring them in parallel. Everybody see how the voltmeter and the resistor are actually in parallel with one another, because these two, so the voltmeter and this part of the circuit, start at the same point and then they end at the same point, and that gives you the potential drop across the element. Notice that this can look very different, all right? Each one of these three circuits is identical, but if you take the voltmeter and you sort of connect it across like this, or you connect it across like this, that will measure exactly the same delta V, exactly the same potential difference across the voltmeter.